George, a big win last Thursday over Hull KR. Is that the sort of perfect result you want to be seeing before you go into a big game like this in Challenge Cup series?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a step in the right direction. We've had a good start to the year. I think Salford, we had a little bit of a blip, but the last few weeks were picking up a bit of momentum, and that's what we're going into a semi-final. So we realise sometimes form goes out the window in the big games, but we're just looking to build that process week by week, and I think we're improving as a team.
Listen, with the way the Super League schedules happen this season, you haven't actually played Huddersfield yet, I don't think. And it's a bit of a weird one because a lot of teams haven't played each other yet that are going to be big games. Does that sort of add to a bit of the, not allure of the game, but you haven't played them yet, there's no sort of edge from a previous fixture, you know, they haven't got one over on you haven't got one over on them. It's sort of a blank slate, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We've not played them this year, like I said, so. But yeah, we're massive on video and review, and we'll watch every game they play for the last couple of weeks. So we'll be well prepared, knowing what they're throwing. I'm sure they'll be saying the same thing. So two good teams, and it should be a cracking semi-final.
Your record at the Challenge Cup's a unique one because obviously you're a fantastic player. You've obviously made it in Australia as well, in this country, England captain. But you've had a lot of bad luck in the Challenge Cup last year with injuries with Wigan. I think did you lose the final?
I've lost in the final, yeah, before.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah. No, there's nothing worse than losing in the final. So obviously that's all four teams will be saying the same thing. They want to go on and win it. But
is there a special motivation within yourself to sort of right the wrongs and sort of make a legacy for yourself in the Challenge Cup?
Look, I've got high goals each year, and that's to win every trophy possible. Yeah, but nothing's changed with that. I think as a group, obviously we're striving for silverware, and yeah, we've got a big game on the weekend before we can think about that too much. But yeah, so obviously on the back of your mind, you want to be winning trophies, and they're the best days that you remember for the rest of your life.
You speak about goals. Is captaining a team at Wembley, is that sort of the next tick in the box?
It sounds pretty good when you say it like that, yeah. But yeah, we're not getting too carried away. I think we're under no illusion. Obviously, they had a disappointing result on the weekend, but Huddersfield are a good team. They can turn it on when they really want. I think they played St Helens here a couple of weeks ago, and it was a tough old game, so we're expecting nothing different.
So sort of like a double-header sort of atmosphere. You're hoping it's sort of going to be like a powder keg ready to explode sort of thing. Is that the sort of atmosphere you love playing?
Yeah, I love it. I love the big games. I love it when the pressure's on, and I think our fans have bought plenty of tickets. I think over 5,000 sold, so the more the merrier, and let's get this place rocking for a great game on Sunday, and can't wait.
Lastly, just looking at sort of like the match planning with Sam, how involved are you in that as the captain? Obviously, is he picking your brain for what he thinks, what your take is on? You say about analysis as well. Are you going to him with feedback at the end of games? Are you discussing what the next evolution of this Warrington team is? Yeah,
look, we're always trying to grow and get better, and obviously knowing Sam not long retired, he still knows what the lads want and how it works. He was obviously a great leader in his time, so yeah, we have great conversations. Sometimes what we need to get better, and sometimes what we're doing really well. So the environment that he's built has been really good, but it doesn't matter if we don't win on Sunday. So all the analysis and you can do all that. But
Luke, Challenge Cup semi-final weeks come around. How good is it to be involved in weeks like this, games like this again?
Yeah, massive, mate. It's a great opportunity for us as a club and the fans to get excited about a big game of a big potential for, if we win, to be heading to Wembley. But not overlooking what we've got on this weekend. It's obviously huge for us, for the community, and yeah, like I said, the fans to get out and support us there.
You've obviously got some personal history of this competition between the Giants and Salford. What would it mean to you if you could finally get over the line in one of these games?
Yeah, like I said, without overlooking Warrington, to have the opportunity to go back and actually win one would be massive for us. Sort of desperate to get back, if I'm being completely honest. With the history, like we said, I've been beat by a point, then by 2 points. So been in some close games in it, but yeah, definitely want to get back and get a win over there 100%.
Huddersfield seems like a pretty good place to be at the moment. You've put in some really good performances throughout the season. Do you feel like you're kind of back at that level where you should be?
Yeah, well, we've dipped the last 2 weeks, which has been really, really disappointing, especially on the weekend just gone. Probably our worst performance of the season, but we've come back in. We've come in on a day off yesterday that was supposed to be a day off, and did a pretty brutal review, honest review. So we've had that, buried that, and had a great training session today. So hopefully learn from our mistakes from the weekend just gone and put in a great performance.
You've kind of been quite vocal about your kind of ambitions over the last few years as a club. Does it feel like these are the games that are kind of minimum requirement to be in?
100%. And you know, as we went away to Malaga at the start of this season, as a group, and it's sort of like what do we want as our team goals, and it's to win silverware. So this is an opportunity to put ourselves in the frame to do that.
Coming up against the Warrington team, as you mentioned, who have been in good form themselves throughout the season, you must be kind of very at ease with the fact you're going to have to be at your best at the weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Like I think if you're going through and you're playing in these games, you expect teams to be at their absolute best. And you know, like you said, they've been playing really good footy through the league this year and competing really hard. So I think that will probably fuel our lads, but despite it not doing on the weekend against Wigan. But I think the response that we'll get from last week to this week, I think, should be huge. And yeah, like I said, we need to be our absolute best to win this weekend.
Does your role as a leader kind of change slightly in weeks like this? Is there a slightly different feel to it?
There's a little bit of a different feel, I think, but no, I'm desperate to sort of win every game. But you know, the opportunity, like we said, to go back and play in a major final is massive for us. And as I think individually and collectively as a group, I think we're all wanting the same thing. So you know, we get through 80 minutes against Warrington and get a win, we're going to put ourselves in the frame there.
You kind of referenced those two finals that you've played in. Obviously, the Wembley final you played was behind closed doors, and then it was Tottenham. Is playing in front of a full Wembley something that would be a real kind of bucket list moment for you? Yeah,
definitely, mate. Especially after the no crowd in 2020 was a bit of an eerie feeling, despite obviously massive game, but you know, the anthem and all that with an empty crowd, just no atmosphere. I think they had noises on, like crowd noises. It was just a weird sort of setup. So the opportunity to go back there and play in front of a packed crowd, like the Tottenham atmosphere was unbelievable. So to have that at Wembley would just be huge. As I said, like a bucket list sort of moment for me.
Well, best of luck on the weekend, mate.
Cheers, mate.